All right, so this week, the legendary host of The Price is Right, Bob Barker, turned 99 years old, if you can believe that. So Bob is 99, and according to his girlfriend, still in good health and good spirits.
What is she? What is she, 29?
No. I don't know, but I said according to his girlfriend, he's still in good health.
Did you say girlfriend or girlfriends?
Yes. I said girl. You know what? If Bob Barker's 99 and he has more than one girlfriend, God bless this man.
Exactly.
Build his statue.
One of them is in her 20s. You got to be.
Promise you. But yeah, no, Bob Barker, an absolute legend. I do miss him on Price is Right. But I wanted to play some NBA Prices Right with you guys in honor of Bob Barker's 99th birthday. So here's how this is going to work. I'm going to read you guys the name of a player. I'm going to give you a number of their career NBA salary. You just have to tell me, is it higher or is it lower? So this is how it's going to work. For instance, number one, Ben Gordon was back in the news this week. Shockingly, he was arrested for trying to stab several people with knitting needles over the weekend. What is going on with Ben Gordon?
Again?
Get this man some help. But higher or lower, Ben Gordon collected $80 million in career salary earnings in the NBA.
We're going one at a time?
You both get a guess. So higher or lower than $80 million for Ben Gordon in his career. Are you saying higher?
I know he signed that big-ass contract, so I'm going to go higher, too.
You're both going higher.
Yeah.
And you're both right. 88 million.
Yeah.
88 million for Ben Gordon.
He was
not
a
a
good
lot
player.
higher, but
no, but he was a good enough player to get that money, though.
He was. He was
when
for
he
a
got
while.
that money, everybody's like, what the fuck? I'm like, but,
well, now he needs to get that man some help. That's what he needs.
Now, how much of that money he still has left, I don't know.
All right, now here's a one. Magic Johnson came up earlier in the show. We talked about Magic a lot. He made an absolute mountain of money in the private sector, but NBA salaries are not in his day what they are today. So higher or lower, Magic Johnson collected $50 million
lower
in player salary. You both immediately went lower.
Lower.
Magic Johnson collected $39 million.
Yeah, because here's the thing, because wasn't it him?
Oh my God.
Wasn't it him that Dr. Bussett talked about the 25-year, $25 million contract?
It might have been.
It might have been.
I mean, I think what was he making, like $600,000 his rookie year, and that was a big deal. So
$600,000 now, it ain't even league minimum.
Are you kidding me? That's it. Like Brian Scalabrini's making $600,000 to sit on the bench somewhere.
Right.
All right. The Defensive Player of the Year award goes to Rob's old teammate Hakeem Olajuwon, one of the greatest.
He probably know this one.
Higher or lower? Dream collected $100 million in NBA salary in his storied career.
100?
$100 million. Higher or lower?
This was the 90s.
Lower.
Rob says lower.
Well, he was his teammate, so I'm gonna go with his teammate and say lower.
You're gonna ride the coattails of the guy who played with him.
Right.
I mean, lower, but not by much. $97 million.
Oh, but we just cleared it.
Hey, no, I remember this because when I got drafted by Houston, Dream wanted more money. I'm like, fuck, don't leave, Dream. If you leave, we go suck. I'm like, please don't leave.
I'll take a pay cut. Like you're a rookie, dude. What are you talking about? All right, Draymond came up earlier in the show. Comes up seemingly every week on the show. Higher or lower, Draymond Green has collected $150 million in salary to date. This is not including years to be paid yet, which I think is two more.
150.
150 is the number. Higher or lower for Draymond Green? Rob is going higher.
I'm going higher.
I'm going to say because of the league that we're in today, I'm going to say higher.
You're both going higher. Draymond Green to date, 156. Just higher.
Well, we just clearing it, boy.
Yeah, but I think he's got like 2 more years or something.
Yeah.
So he's got like another 30 guarantee coming his way.
He's making a lot of money.
Steph Curry put out his all-time top 5 this week. We didn't really talk about it because we've done the top 5 conversation 100 times. But Dirk Nowitzki made his list as his starting 4. Dirk Nowitzki, $200 million in his NBA career. Higher or low?
Long time.
He played 22 seasons, I think, 21 seasons.
And Mark Cuban took care of him, too.
Yeah.
So the number's $200 million.
And he also
Higher
took
or
less
lower?
money to bring guys in.
He did.
That's another thing.
He did.
But he played 20 years.
Yeah.
He played a long time.
You know, it's funny. If you look at Steph's list, they gonna get beat like a drum. Cause don't that team play defense.
Because it's like him, Dirk. I mean, it was like
Who gonna
all
fucking play
shooters, man.
defense?
Yeah.
I know what Steph said. Well, who gonna stop us? I'm like, hell, you gonna be
Whoever plays defense is going to stop you.
They
Yeah.
only got to stop you a few times.
Yeah, because y'all ain't gonna stop nobody.
No, man. Just give me an outside defender and Hakeem in the post, and that's it. Y'all are done.
Oh, this one's a tough one.
So Dirk Nowitzki, $200 million.
I'm gonna go over because
Okay.
I know at one point in time he was making. I think 1 year Cuban gave him like, no, that was Michael Finley got all that money. Oh shit!
I'm gonna break this thing up. I'm gonna say lower, but only
I'm
by a
gonna go
little
higher
bit.
on this one.
Oh, here we have our split. Dirk Nowitzki made $252 million
Dang.
over his career
Well,
at
he did
Dallas.
play 20 years.
Holy cow.
Okay,
That is a lot of money.
Should have went with my gut.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes our guts are wrong.
Sometimes it's just gas too.
Sometimes you just gotta let one go.
But you got to think about it. He actually probably made $9 million or more a year. In a couple of years, he was making 15.
Yeah, there were a
so-
couple years he was up there.
Yeah.
Probably close to 20 a couple times.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So you have to look at it like that.
I have not seen a fraction of any of this money. in
No,
my
of
life.
course not. Hell no. And we've worked with many NBA players, by the way. We ain't seen we ain't seen a sniff of
Closest
this.
I've ever gotten
Hey.
to somebody making close to $1 billion is Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah.
Hey, first of all, it's like
He ain't sharing none of his money.
we ain't seen shit.
Yes. We are all the guys.
No.
In the desert.
You don't get to use we.
Well, I don't get to say we. Okay.
No,
No, I'm just saying.
I'm talking
no,
about
just saying.
Corey.
I'm just saying. You know, we're out the comb in the desert.
I thought you said we like I'm not black
No,
guy, so you can't be out there with a pick saying we found shit.
No, you've seen seven figures, sir.
No,
Yeah, I
haven't.
didn't include
Wait,
you in
wait,
this
wait,
game.
wait, wait, wait. Time out. Excuse me.
I didn't make seven figures. Hey, next question.
Moving on abruptly. You're not in this game this week, so we're okay.
I guess I got Boo Boo the Fool written on my
Yes, so yeah. Ben Simmons is finally starting to kind of find his way back after a few years of really not doing anything. Higher or lower, Ben has collected 140
higher. That man ain't got some money. He done made some.
I think this one is lower. I don't think he's made it yet because he's still in his. Is he still in his rookie contract or did he sign a contract?
No, he signed another
No,
deal. But
but
I
you
think he's-
said that-
I
hold on
think
now.
he still has another year or two left on the deal he's got.
I don't think he's at 140 yet because I think he gets those two big bumps this year and next year. Because you're not saying the contract, you're saying how much they've made up until
How
this
much have they
point,
made
right?
to date?
So you saying
Okay.
lower?
So I'm saying lower. Yeah.
Okay. Dang, we don't even have an even type of thing.
You can call it even if you think I set the bar at exactly what he makes.
No, I don't think you did. Because that would defeat the purpose.
Yeah, I like that. You think I'm just going to fuck the whole game up? That's fine. Yeah, you can bet on that, which I've done in the past. But
Boy, I'm gonna go. If I'm wrong, I'm gonna say slightly lower.
to date, our boy Ben has collected $125 million.
There we go.
Told you.
Thank you.
125. So it was lower.
He ain't
It
fall.
was lower.
He done made some money.
Yeah, buck 25 is not terrible. All right, last one. We all know Michael Jordan made his, I'm going to say billions of dollars off the court with his deals with Nike and all the stuff that he's got tied up.
Mhm.
The namesake of the MVP trophy collected $100 million in
No.
NBA salary.
Lower because he didn't start
Lower.
making 30 until his late 30s, into the back end of his career.
Yeah, he had that 1 year where
Yeah,
he
like
made
36.
I think 6, and so he had 2 years I think at 36, but the rest of his years,
Vastly underpaid.
yeah,
You're both going to get the point here. 94 million Michael
Yes,
collected. I
but
mean, just
yeah.
under the 100 mark, but
Hey,
it is shocking to me that I can say Ben Simmons has collected 125 and Mike didn't make 100 in his career.
Jerry Krause and Jerry Reinsdorf have to be they got to go to jail for that
Oh,
because you had I know he still has to play. He did everything with the contract that he signed. But boy, you talking about getting the most productivity out of the
Robbery.
greatest out of
Oh.
Black Jesus?
robbery. You look at his career numbers too for salary, and it's like million, all the way down. You're just like, hey, there's a Joker, $1 million.
And then it goes up to 36 million.
Yeah, and then he just through the roof to get him back. I mean, wild. But anyway, all right. Well, that's NBA prices, right? So, and God bless Bob Barker and his 34 girlfriends.
Yeah, I know, right?
At 99 years old.
No, I
Dude,
mean,
if I'm still walking upright at 99, that's a win. I mean, dog.
you couldn't win enough Viagra on Price is Right for him to be able to deal with all
Higher or lower? It's always higher. It's always higher for Bob Barker. How many Viagras did you take, Bob, today? 5, 6? Higher. Go higher.
that.